Hoot hoot, welcome. Hey y'all, y'all already see what time it is. What do you see? I see a bird-like creature. I don't know about you, but I went to Five Below, got me a little mount for my new phone. I had to get the new phone, oh my god. But, and I couldn't find a case and I ended up with this. And I was like, you know what? It's about to be, if nothing else, a nice little what do you see moment. So I'm gonna turn this sideways today. Let's see what we come up with. Let's see. Here. Ah. There we go. Maybe I'm just excited for the new Jurassic Park. I didn't think I would be at first, low key. But then I was like, oh, they're attempting to make it a little bit more on the horror side. And I am a fan of horror. I used to not be. I know. It's really funny. I used to not be. I used to be like, oh, no, I'm cool off that. For several reasons. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because I got numb to it or if I just one day was like, you know what, let me just give it another try. And it just worked. Like, I feel like, you see this little circle right here? Looks kind of like an eye. It looks like an eye. First off, I want to do that right there. Add a little bit of that. Another one for like the jaw. And you gotta go back in here and add a couple of like soft but rigid teeth. But I'm trying to be quick to beat my memory, to beat the memory on my phone. I always thought dinosaurs with the little hump look kind of like stupid, but I'm like, that's literally a gator. It's just a gator. So I wanna, and it's crazy that I said it looks stupid, like it's not a work of art to be. But yeah, you got that. I'm gonna extend that, yep. Give it a weird neckins. A weird neck right there. There we go, this little bulbous looking area. There's a dinosaur that does look like this. Where it has the little, like the wrinkly throat skin. Like that. And it does one of those, does one of that. This is cool. Like, holy crap, we might be drawing dinosaurs. Oh, no. We actually do have a plan for Thursday. I got excited. I'm like, no, we're drawing swords people. Oh, swordsmen. Swords people. That's funny. No. I don't know, these little ridges right here, I don't know, this actually made me think of this, that's why it's there, but I'm like, you can have some folds here, folds that show a little bit more movement, which is perfect because that's the joint, the ball joint for this. And for the tightening of it. So this little eye though, it's gotta be there. It's gotta be like that. Cause you know they got the brows on them, like not the brows, but you know. Yeah. Oop. Bone structure. Sorry, I started focusing real quick. I'm like, ooh, let me get that. Let me get that. I wanted to do one of these today just because, I don't know, sometimes you just need it. I thought about, that's so silly. Like, it probably would have somewhat of a tongue, but I feel like it wouldn't be like a snake tongue. I feel like it would be a little thicker and it would hang right there. Now I'll add a little, yep, fold there. A little spit. So you know, it's time. It's time to eat. Time to eat. He wants to. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely not an omnivore. This is absolutely a carnivore. Let me see. It also has this little extraness, but I want it to have like a chest, like it is. Ooh, yeah, like that base into the base. Let's go like that. There we go. And then this, I don't think I put fur on it unless I'm really trying to creep y'all out. Make it like a reptile with fur. Oof. But it is a dinosaur, so, you know, some of them did have that. According to science. Some of them did have that. And the only reason I say according to science is, you know, whoever wins is the victor of history. But science is numbers and DNA and such, and that's pretty cool. So that's easier to be like, yeah, that probably was true. That probably was true. So, fur on top of scales, that's crazy. You know, we got that little jaw muscle here. I know it has this little, like, the clamp part for it. I almost, like, the way this slipped out my hand, I almost broke it. It's like, this is crazy. This is like a demonic chocobo. What? But yeah. Oh, it does need like a little ear thing. I'm gonna put the ear back. Oh shoot, it definitely cut out. My fault. I had to delete a whole bunch of other stuff to get it back. All right, so we probably got a minute for this to finish up. Thicker and darker lines in certain areas will also help with those folds. So if you don't want to do the shadowing for it, but it shows the movement of it, it also comes across as how this neck piece would move a little bit more fluid. Actually, I want to open that up at the top. I want to keep it separate from the little gizzard joint. That's a little more on the thinner side. See how it looks a little wavy? Thicken the shadow up. Well, thicken the line to show that it has a little bit of depth. And that the gizzard area is thinner material. The jaw shouldn't be straight, so it has a little bump and curve into it to show that the mouth is opening. Even up here, the mouth is opening. So that's a little darker, it's a little stronger. It's more prominent and sticking forward. I feel like maybe even add a curve here to show off that beak a little bit more. Has a lot of ridges in it for the movement, like back here. So I just wanted to show that off. This is the little ear joint. The eye is like that. So that's the iris. That's the eye. Thick to thin. Thick to thin once again. And I low-key give it that extra brow into its crest of its head. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see this in the and I feel like for the, like, it only has feathers or like fur like on its chest and a little bit maybe on its back. Like a little bit like that. Like, add a little bit more to the bottom to show detail. And then cut that off because it is an extension of underneath the throat. We had a little bit more than a minute, but it's about to cut out again. So let me just finish this up. Muscular wings. And I feel like those wings would actually extend. I might have to do a full body sketch of this, but this looks fire. This looks fire. Tell me what you guys see in this. I know I gotta wrap it a little bit earlier than planned, but for memory's sake, just for right now, tell me what you guys see when you see this phone clip, this $5 phone clip. Like, that's one angle. And then that's the other angle. And then if you look inside, there's so many angles you can draw this from. And then how it moves. Like, that's perfect. Alright, you guys, I definitely need sleep. See you guys soon. And yeah, just keep imagining, keep going, and do your best. There is an art to everything that you do. What's today's date? I think it's the 17th. Sure is. 5:31. Y'all, you know I like to keep tabs of my time as well. There is an art to everything that you are and everything that you do. Go out and be your best self. Peace. See you soon. That's nuts, man. That's really nuts. That was cool. That's fun. Like, that's perfect. All right, you guys, I definitely need sleep.